welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about diastasis recti. I'm sure you found this video because you've either had a baby, you're about to have a baby, and you're worried about diastasis recti. If you have it, maybe you had a baby a long time ago and you have some ab separation and you want to get it fixed. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to check if you have an ab separation or if you have diastasis recti. I'm going to show you how you can check on your own body if you have one. I'm also going to show you the exercises that helped me fix my diastasis recti and close my ab separation after both of my babies. Before I get into it, just quickly, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm bringing new workout videos, fitness hacks, fit mom tips, all things to help you on your fitness and fat loss journey every single week. So give this video a like if you enjoy it. Leave me a comment with any questions you have. I'm here to help you guys out, and I always answer everybody's comments. After my first son, he was 8.4 pounds and I didn't really have that much ab separation, and my abs just kind of went back with a little bit of core work. My second son, I had him 1 year ago and he was 9 pounds 2 ounces, and he was a bigger baby. I did have a lot more ab separation and I had to do a lot more core work to really close the gap. I'm going to show you where I'm at right now, 1 year postpartum, and what I'm continuing to do to continue to close that gap. Abs after babies are possible as long as you take the steps to take care of your body and properly recover from pregnancy and childbirth. I promise you it's possible. I'm a walking example of that, and I've seen many other clients that I've helped do the exact same thing. All comes down to rebuilding your pelvic floor, rebuilding your core muscles. This is something I found even myself as a personal trainer and kinesiologist that my midwife didn't even talk to me about. Unless you're personally seeing a physio or a pelvic floor specialist, a lot of women are not aware of what happens to their abs in their body while they're having babies. These are your ab muscles. Here, you have a baby, your belly grows. This is what happens to your ab muscles. They separate to make room for the baby. Sometimes, depending on who you are, you have the baby and they come back. Sometimes they only come back to here, to here, to here. It depends, but if you don't do anything to fix this ab separation, you will have this forever. Could lead to back pain, it could lead to other problems. So this is why I want to spread the message to help you mamas out there close the gap and fix your diastasis recti. So let's get right into it, guys. I'm going to show you exactly first how you can check for your diastasis recti. So I'm just going to quickly show you how you can test for your own ab separation or diastasis recti. It doesn't matter how long ago you had babies. This will be very interesting if you've never checked for this. So we're going to start by just laying down on the floor. I want you to get your heels as close to your bum as you can. Okay, and we're going to lay right down, and you're going to put one hand behind your head. Here, let me just fold down. So as you can see, I'm 1 year postpartum. My second son is 1 year old. I still have a little bit of saggy skin, and you know what? I'm going to continue to work to close my gap, but maybe this skin is here forever. I don't know. Either way, this is part of postpartum life, guys. So here, one hand behind your head, and you're going to put your opposite hand right here on your stomach. Okay, so what I'm going to do is contract my stomach muscles, and I'm going to lift my head up, straight up looking at the ceiling. I'm not going to tuck my chin. Okay, so when I do that, I'm feeling for any separation in my abs. So I'm going to look forward just to show you guys. See here, when I have a gap here, you can feel it. My gap is about 1 finger width. Okay, it comes all the way from here to here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Okay, but I can feel it. 2 finger gap when I started. Now I've brought it down to 1 finger. Some people have 3 fingers, 2 fingers, so it'll be interesting to see how many fingers you have, how many you can fit in there. So the better you can close that gap, the more likely you're going to be able to tighten the skin on your stomach and get your abs back. So like I say, it is possible to get abs after a baby. I work really hard at it. I've been strength training, eating right for a year, and I'll show you. I still have a little bit of extra skin. And honestly, mamas, we created humans. We built humans. I have 2 amazing, beautiful boys, and if I have to live with this for the rest of my life, I'm okay with that because I got a prize out of the end. Up next, I'm going to show you some core exercises that you can start doing now. I'm going to give you form cues. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And I've also accompanied a blog post. So I'll leave the link in the description, or just go to michelleroots.com and you can read more about diastasis recti, my postpartum journey, and the exercises more in detail of what you can do to start closing your gap and rebuilding your core postpartum.
The first exercise I recommend you start with is called a pelvic tilt. We're trying to activate your transverse abdominis muscle, which is a very deep core stabilization muscle. So you're laying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Put your hands just inside your hip bones and contract your core muscles, pressing your lower back into the floor. Make sure you exhale as you're doing the contraction to ensure you're not using your diaphragm to press your lower back into the floor. Once you've mastered that, you can go into core marching. So you are starting with a pelvic tilt, as we did in the first exercise, holding that tilt and your core nice and tight. You're going to raise one knee up at a time, making sure you're using your abdominal muscles to raise that knee up and down. To make that one harder, you can see here, I'm holding both my legs up and dropping one knee at a time. The third exercise I recommend doing is a bridge. You can do this with or without a mini band. Using the mini band, you just get a little bit more glute activation than you would without the band. Make sure you start by performing your pelvic tilt as we have been doing to engage your core muscles, then squeeze your glutes and hamstrings to push your hips up in the air. The fourth exercise is a quadruped. So you're going to start in hands and knees with your wrists directly underneath your shoulders and hips and knees at 90 degrees. Make sure you engage that transverse abdominis muscle by doing a pelvic tilt before you raise your arm and leg out. It's important to go nice and slow and controlled, and if you want to make it harder, you can add an isometric hold for 3 to 5 seconds at the top. The last exercise I recommend is a side plank. So you can either do it with your legs straight and feet both on the floor. If that's too difficult, you can drop down to your knees, still engaging your obliques and keeping that pelvic tilt. You can start by holding for 10 seconds and work your way up to 30 seconds per side.
So there you go. Those are my top exercises. They're very, very simple. You can do on your living room floor to start rebuilding your core. I really hope this video helped you guys out today. And if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments. I'm here to help you guys out. I'm using myself and my postpartum journey as an example. Give this video a like if you really enjoyed it. And again, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that bell to be notified because you don't want to miss when a new video drops. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really hope this video helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one.